from your point of view, what are the pitfalls to avoid when you try to bring an idea to the market?
That's also a good question. Did you know that on 1 million IDs, there are usually 6 that are transformed or that are going to be a success? So that is a rule that you can find on the internet. It's kind of very interesting because when you see this this statistic, you might think that there are magical formulas to go from IDs to a success, but there are none. So there might be some pitfalls that you could avoid, but I think that there are not so many rules. We've already talked about that, so maybe I'm just repeating myself, but you don't have to think that you can manage to release the perfect product in one shot.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to do that, you either won't release the perfect product, or you just won't release it at all, and that is a pitfall that there are a lot of people that are currently falling in. Is they just work on an ID, and they share IDs with other people, and they work and they say, no, it's not perfect, I'm not releasing it, and they don't release it at all, and then they just go to another project, and maybe this one was great. So you have to release, and maybe the internet and all those internet software companies are they're in a very good place to do that, because you can release very easily on the internet your software. So that's something that is great. Maybe it's too easy now, because sometimes there is no product or it's not working. But anyway, then you don't want to try to do everything in your product. There is you have an ID for your product. There are some features. You just have to choose some features, try to do them, and then you have a first version of your product. If you're building a software that is managing images, well, you try to manage images. You don't try to add other things than images. You don't try to if you want to send the images from point A to point B, you don't try to do the software that is sending images throughout the world at first. There is you just start with something simple but great. Then we've already talked about that too. One pitfall is to not show what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You have to show it. Just let people play. Let people play with what you're doing, and you'll get feedback. And usually you won't get the feedback that you were thinking you would get. And so that's very interesting. And then with all that, you also have to be very open, because if one pitfall might be, I'm working on this. I got the idea. I know everything about this. I studied it. I built the thing. So everything that other people will tell me, well, it's bullshit, because I know better than everyone. And that might be maybe the biggest pitfall. And it's very difficult.
So you need to ship, as Seth Godin was mentioning in his last book. You need to be flexible. You need to get feedback. Let people play with your product, and not try to get the best product, but to get a great product and deliver it and see what happen, and then perhaps iterate and improve it step by step.